again, everyone. This is Many Ninjas coming in one more. Now we're on Chapter 7, so to speak, of the Rockman 7 demake series. So in this case, we're going to go with Turbo Man here, because I need to not only just get his robot master power in general, but I also need to visit a stage in order to set up the next part of one of the game's unlockable secrets here. As shown in the previous session, I did indeed run into blues here, so this is actually the second stage where you run into blues in order to set up for a kind of a final matchup at the end. But first we need to get through this particular start of the stage, which actually caught me off guard the first time around because it's actually more cinematic than I was actually expecting. I thought they would have actually kind of combed through the original startup, but no, they actually do want you to beat the dozer properly. Now, you're normally supposed to beat it before they reach the door, but thankfully it doesn't do a lot of damage, so it's not too terrible of a loss and time waster. So let's just proceed here. We're now officially into the stage proper, which is kind of a big cold garage setup. In terms of color limitations, yes, the stage is a little darker, just because the NES palette is technically supposed to only handle so much on the screen at once, so nothing you can do there. The person who made this is just fitting with what the demake is possible. Still, it's a fairly decent representation. And in terms of the stage layout itself, fairly accurate recreation, all things considered. One of the things which is slightly different, or at least it feels like it's a little different though, is the little obstacle here in the stage being these tires that will bounce you if you happen to hit them. They're actually, at least I feel the part, they're actually easier to deal with this time around. Because you are smaller. In the original game, which didn't have as much screen space, it felt like, because everything was bigger in general with player sprites and such, you didn't have as much room to kind of work around with. Where here, especially with the super adapter handy, you can easily clear the tires in order to just kind of go over there. So let's easily clear the tires. And then the next one. Okay, didn't fall in the pit. That was the important part there. But yeah, you can easily either jump over them or, as you're supposed to do really in the section, slide underneath them. And it's all good as long as you don't fall in those nice little big tires that you have there. Because if you fall down that little area that I'm just crossing over now, you'll actually fall into another area with another dozer setup and have to finish that mini boss one more time and climb your way back up. Bit of a time waste there. I would have killed it if I had the powered up fist, but that doesn't matter for now. Speaking of changes, because we don't have rest search, I'm not sure exactly how I'm supposed to get the power up there, or that was there. But as I mentioned earlier, here's Proto Man Round 2. I forgot the game does leave the chart sound if you enter the room with it on there. Bit annoying, but okay, we'll go by. Yeah, generally that area I was talking about, if you had rest search, you could actually dig up the powered up fist right then and there. But since we don't have that item anymore, it's not part of our tool set, I'm not quite sure how you're supposed to get it or where it's hidden in the game. I know some stuff got moved around because of the lack of rest search, but that particular area, I'm just not sure right off the top of my head, because it has been a while since I played the original version of this. In this part of Turbo Man stage, we have a bit of a flashback to what is effectively giant versions of the burners that you had in Prior Man stage, which, unfortunately for this quick manic section, I just learned, or just reminded myself, no, you can't freeze these ones. So I died. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, first of all, proof of concept, yes you can freeze this. Even at the higher part, you can jump over them. Just make sure not to freeze the sections you need, like this next one for instance, because otherwise it'll just block your path. I'm playing a little sloppy right now, but thankfully it doesn't do too much damage, and I hope some power-ups will help me kind of fill her up by the time I get to the boss there. I just picked up something, I don't know what it is, but the important part is I made it out there and landed on this conveniently placed truck, which must have just been leaving by the time I landed on here. Funny part about this really long truck here is that it'll continue driving in the same direction generally until you beat the mini boss, to which, once you beat this boss, which I swear feels like it has more health than it did in the original game, will conveniently drop you just a short walk away from the boss door. As you can see, the boss itself is not very hard. You just have to remember that when you have the one that's just above the bottom one, you do need to slide underneath that last little set of enemies there. For the most part, just use charge shots. Or any shots really get through it. I just prefer charge because after the first 2 shots or so, it feels like the eyes will blink and automatically block your shots from that point. So if you're going to hit it with a good shot, hit it with a really good shot, like a charge one. Let's see, ammo drop, health drop, nothing. Okay. Now we're moving on to the boss door, and I think I did something silly here. Yes! I forgot. Shade Man I was saving for last, but the noise crush is actually this boss's weakness. No matter, it may be a while, but this boss isn't too hard. I could probably just... Okay, that was just a really bad jump. That's my own fault. I have no one to blame for that. Let's try it a second. Doesn't work. This is the most dangerous attack I find just because Turbo Man's dash is random. If there's a pattern to how long it takes between the dashes, I don't know what it is. And it's more of a reaction-based thing. And it hurts. See, I am messing up these jumps big time. I probably lost most of my health because of getting burnt than anything else. And I'm dead. I'm not doing something right in this fight. I'm overlooking something really obvious. Okay, if I can't jump over those things, which I swear you could do in the original, by the way. There's gotta be another way. Maybe I can slide underneath them or something? Let's try. Yeah, no, that's much easier. Okay, as long as you don't get by the initial wave, it can't really burn you either. Okay, now this boss fight makes sense. This is gonna be a lot easier. As long as I don't get rammed into the wall. The only thing is, I think you kind of want to stick on the outside so you don't hit by contact damage. But yeah, no, once you remember you have to slide underneath it, this is suddenly much easier buster only. Kind of hard to perfect run just because of some spacing issues, especially when you're getting sucked in, but no, it's still not that bad. Yeah, okay. 1 life lessons learned, 1 life lost on that boss fight. For dumb reasons, I'm going to be honest, but hey, that doesn't matter. We got the power. And let's see, the costume is... Track and field roll. Why not? How does this association work? Damned if I know. All I know is that makes 7 out of 8 robot master powers, and we'll be catching you on the next episode with the 8th and final round before the rounding stages. Catch you later.